constitutes the fucking jar color.
I think one of the things that actually made me have high blood pressure is how many times I eat noodles. But the problem is, it's kind of weird to say, but like because of how little money I have, I don't really have like other options. And it's like, oh, you have food stamps, yeah, but problem is because of the weird thing with my brain where I have to be thinking about something before it exists, right? A lot of the time I don't have like the capacity to actually go and like cook myself food because every single time it is being taken out, it's also a mixture of the fact that like whenever mom takes it out, she doesn't tell me she took it out. Earlier, I didn't even notice there was meat on the table until mom pointed at it and said, "There's meat on the table, by the way." And over here like, well, at least you told me this time. So we cooked it after stream. So I do cook. I cook like regularly. Problem is, I need to be thinking.
Never know about
I just never know about it. It's like, oh, but like, why not just take out food when you're thinking about it? I'm usually thinking about it like 9 in the afternoon or like 10 in the afternoon. I don't think I can leave meat out all night. I have done it before, and it has been pretty fine. But mom puts it away, and sometimes it doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes I would like not realize that there was meat out. So because I go out in the living room every morning, most of the time, and I put it in a spot where I can see it, but she'll put it away. And I almost let meat rot this one night because I didn't know I had meat out, you know? Oh, speaking of, actually, I forgot to start the music, my bad. Oh, something actually, the thing I wanted to talk about while the music is going. So I was watching a, video, right? And the video was talking about like how an artist who was gonna do like a Thai-based movie that was like really emotional and really like it kind of sort of sit well with like me specifically because it was talking about like accepting a illness that will change your life, and you kind of sort of have this thing where it isn't about curing the illness, it's about finding the means to be okay with the illness in your life. It's not about finding a cure, it's about accepting that you will never be normal. And I was like, that sounds fucking dope as shit. Like, I want that. Because there's a lot of movies about autism, but there's never movies about autism from the perspective of the person. And that's what it is. It's an illness that you have to learn to cope with, right? You have to learn to deal with the fact that you will never be normal, right? But there's this thing where it's like, I thought that was pretty dope. I wanted that movie. And what ended up happening, right, is actually, oops, my bad. But what ended up happening is, apparently it was not marketable enough. So basically they wanted to turn it into a franchise, and they thought kids would not resonate with it and watch it. Meanwhile, they said that K-pop Demon Hunters was not going to be good enough, and that movie made like several millions of dollars. And well, it made Netflix several millions of dollars. They sold it to Netflix before they made it. But my thing is like, I think this movie, I forget what it's called, they didn't even say what it was called, but I probably would have watched it because it would have resonated with something in my head, you know? It's not like a mental illness, it's more like a condition that was like life-threatening, but I'm over here like, it still would be good enough, you know? And then I kind of sort of gotten into a little bit of a rut of like thinking about the reasoning was because the culture wasn't marketable enough. And I started thinking about like Hawaii's culture. And I've always had this thing where I'm not, well, there's some people who are interested in Hawaiian culture, but most of the time when somebody's actually super interested in Hawaiian culture, it's somebody who already lives in Hawaii. And I was thinking to myself, like, it's been a bit of a rut of like basically saying that like I don't think very many people are going to be interested in like Hawaiian culture, at least not the real Hawaiian culture, because it just isn't interesting to like people who aren't in Hawaii, you know? And people would say, oh, like what is your culture? Very family oriented, respectful, loving, and peaceful. And does that really sound like something that would make a good movie? Hell, Lilo and Stitch, the original, Lilo and Stitch, the original one, and even like the second one too, like the Lilo and Stitch movies back when they were animated, were a really good example of like, their family was the most important thing, and even if there was like a bunch of explosions and stuff, you look at the entire world around them and it's like, everybody is super at peace, you know? Everybody's just chilling. And that's kind of sort of Hawaiian culture. Also, here's your daily kiss. Anyway, but here's the thing, is like, that's kind of sort of what Hawaiian culture is peaceful, loving, respectful, and family oriented. Even if I say like there's nobody who can hurt you more than family, there's also this thing of like, no one can support you more than family. That's also another part of it, right? Yes, your family can hurt you more than anybody because they're the closest, but there's nobody who can support you more than your family because they're the closest, you know? And there's this weird little thing where Hawaiian culture kind of sort of doesn't fit well with like a vibe that hold on, Gmail, okay, .com. But it doesn't fit well with a vibe that a lot of people that watch movies want. They want strife and they want like a conflict, but like that isn't necessarily what Hawaiian culture is, you know? It's never been a conflicted like never been like a war culture. It's never been like that. Even back when it was like long time ago, when it was like before Cook came, I think his name was John Cook. They basically said, they basically pointed straight at them and it's like, see these people? Fucking leave them alone. They're doing great and we will ruin this place. And then they left. And then I think the guy from Britain came and fucked it up. People usually think, oh, it was the Americans that did it. No. John Cook said, leave these people alone. And they cut ties. They said, fuck this. We're not hurting these people. The other guy from Britain was the one who fucked everything up. Was it England? I think it was either Britain or England, one of the two. But that's the reason why Hawaii has like the British flag in it. Is because originally it was a British territory. The British did that to us, not the Americans. That's a truth that a lot of people don't really realize, is that Cook didn't want to fuck with us. He didn't want to hurt us. So that's well, I say us, but like I'm like a modern Hawaiian. But the people that they never really wanted to bother the Hawaiian people. It was the English that did. But there's this thing where like we're such a peaceful people that people have been stepping on us for a long time. But like that's kind of sort of the situation I have is like when it comes to Hawaiian culture in general. It's like every single time I see somebody who's based off of island culture, I always see somebody who kind of sort of doesn't understand what's going on. And it's like, if they want to change it so badly that they kind of sort of don't really make it a proper, like, introduction to the culture. Like, Lilo and Stitch is, like, the best we're gonna get, right? Because I say legitimately, the reason why Moana isn't is because Moana is more about someone who's, like, extra, like, adventurous and high energy. But modern day, like, Hawaiian culture is all about being really peaceful, right? And that's kind of sort of what Lilo and Stitch was doing. Their whole entire movie was them just trying to live a normal life. And that thing right there was normal, right? In fact, Lilo was known as the weird kid. Because she was way too, like, rambunctious and, like, high energy for somebody who lived in Hawaii. But after that, she mellowed out. Because, after a while, she started getting a little bit older and a bit more wiser to, like, how the world worked, you know? And that's another thing is, like, here in Hawaii, there's a lot of people who are very wise. Because rather than, like, teaching people with, like, weird academics, we usually teach them with experience. And yes, that may not be, like, really good for, like, knowledge-based stuff, but what ends up happening a lot is we learn on our own once we discover the internet. One thing I always learned is that most of the time when you see somebody on the internet freaking the fuck out about Hawaiian culture, it's not actually a Hawaiian. It's usually someone who's off in... Usually somebody who's off in the mainland just kind of sort of just talking about our culture if they're interested. But in actuality, we really don't care as long as we have, like, actual people from Hawaii, like, islanders, playing the part of people on movies and stuff. Because you can't really get the vibe correct unless you're somebody from Hawaii. But basically, like, where it is like, I was thinking about how, like, Hawaii just isn't a culture that vibes with most people because there isn't enough, like, strife, you know? Yeah. I think even Moana was like, yes, she wanted to, like, go on an adventure, but, like, that's not necessarily full on, like, how Hawaii's culture works. That works if you're a young person. That more vibes with young people. But what vibes with, like, the older people is Lilo and Stitch. Or, like, the wiser people. The calmer people. Because that was basically just slice of life. It's also one of the... This is actually, like, dives into how I play video games. The reason why, grinding is really important, and story kinda, although story doesn't have to be very good, is it's all the things. I actually have a list of things, and actually it's a good idea to bring the list out. I actually made a list on my channel. So the list is called Gena's Perfect Game, right? And it says, this is a guide for my criteria for the games I truly want, made with simple terms so it's easy to find what I want. Used for whatever you need it for, while being able to be used for reference in future conversation. And it says, 1. Must be stable, not crash, have no game-breaking bugs that make me consider ending stream, as well as not have extreme lag, which is 1. Must have either simple options for or simple combat, which is, that's just because I am too busy thinking about stuff to really focus on too much stuff. Must have heavy visual and build customization, and must be heavy on grind, right? And people would say, oh, like, why does that portray to, like, your culture and stuff? It's because I want to live in a world. That's basically what like here in like Genshin, if I was able to do, like, this stuff, like, climb so well that I could go and do this exact pathway, it's like I'm living in this world doing this pathway due to the fact that I'm stemming, right? I like a world where I can live in the world, you know? I don't like to see an isolated set of events I like to live inside the world. This is one of the reasons why these NPCs running around is really important too. Margaret has a life. Yuri has a life. Sarah has a life. They are people inside of a world, even though their stuff is pretty like simple. I'm not just somebody who is visiting and watching a small series of events. I'm someone who lives here. I'm known as the person who will swipe at a dog but not actually hit it because I think it's funny, right? That's kind of sort of the thing that's like that. It's like it also extends to like one other thing. The fact that I can make a chicken turn into a pile of chicken, you know? The fact that I can turn a chicken into a pile of chicken makes it to where like the animals feel almost real. And it's like that's such a simple thing that a lot of games just aren't brave enough to do, right? Like this. This is actually a good example, and I'm gonna do this example right here. Right? This chicken right here, fuck this chicken, boom, every single one of those chickens is chicken. There's very, very little games besides gacha games that allow me to do that. Yes, they don't turn into giblets, but it isn't about turning them into giblets. It's about turning them in. It's about like the fact that they feel like they're animals rather than feeling like they're just a static thing that I can't interact with. Even like if they were to flinch like the dog does and run away, at least that would be good enough, but a lot of games just don't have the balls to do that. Which that's what it is. It's not even like about like whether or not they're coding it right. It's whether or not they have the balls to allow a player to kill an animal, right? That's part of world building that a lot of people kind of sort of forget about, is that if there's an animal and you hit it with a fucking slug from a rifle, I think it should fucking explode, you know? And then you have Do at Night Abyss. First thing I did when I saw an animal was shoot it. Boom. Explodes into meat. Okay. I like Do at Night Abyss now, you know? And it's never been about like abusing the animal. It's about feeling like the animal is not real, but like is a actual interactable object instead of like a decoration, you know? Plus, I mean, chicken is really important. Some of the meals in this game require chicken, and I actually think I might actually have to make chicken. But like, yeah, like this chicken right here, this one is my favorite. It literally gives you 24% of your max HP in healing. See, I'm not just abusing animals for nothing. They give me an item that allows me to survive. And does it revive too? No, it doesn't. It just heals. But there's also yeah, it's like it's the world building of it, of like being able to basically believe that you're making an effect on the world that matters, you know? Where's the mushroom pizza? I heard mushroom pizzas. Oh, here it is. Mushroom pizza requires cheese. How the fuck am I gonna... Okay, hold on. Can I make cheese? Here we go. Oh yeah, I can just make it with milk. Where the fuck do I get milk? What the fuck? I can't just grab milk from everywhere. Oh, it's gonna take 9 minutes, damn. Is it gonna take 9 minutes per cheese? But the reason why I did that is because I've always wanted to try food buffs, but I've never like tried them. So I might actually have to go pick up milk. I'm gonna go get milk. Hey baby, do you have milk? Order for delivery. Uh oh, no, I don't want that. Can I get food to go? Here we go. Do you have cheese? You just have cheese. I could just buy cheese off of you. What the fuck? Oh my god, this lady has cheese. Hell yeah, I don't have to make my own cheese. Thank you. I love this woman.
A fears from the
cream stew, ew. Wait, actually, I could just buy all of these recipes. Hold on. Hold on.
Yay,
I wonder if
food
I could get a
Honda
mushroom pizza.
CB, absolute fuckery this dude can do now. Ah, yes. Larry don't dance.
Why does Larry not dance?
Fuck if I know.
Actually, I don't dance for shit either, so I get it. There's sausage. Hey, kitty! What the fuck, kitty?
You're gonna have my sausage.
My cat just meowed, and I don't know. It might have been a kid, outside. That probably could have been it too. My bad. I might have just yelled at someone's kid. Oh shit! I'm a gourmet now. I just got an achievement for something. I forgot what it is. Pile them up. Pile them up is... What is that? Is that like a... What is that? Is that meat? Hold on. It's meat. Oh! It's steak, potatoes... Oh wait, that's a level up material. I'm not doing that. I was about to say... Sticky honey roast. Isn't there pancakes? Yeah, tea break... The tea break pancake. Oh yeah, Noelle can make this. Wait a minute. Noelle can make a special tea break pancake. Where's the mushroom? Okay, let me read this. Regenerates HP every... Wait, what? Wait, why is mushroom pizza good? Is it just because it recovers HP? I thought mushroom pizza was good for a different reason. I thought it gave me more damage. This is the fence thing. HP. It's like, whoa, why do you want to use food buffs? Because I very much would like to eat food buffs. Just to see. Spreading stamina consumption from cream stew. Ugh. Restore stamina. Oh, increases all party members' attack by 260 to 372 and crit rate by 8 to 12% for 300 seconds. What is it? Okay, that's cool. I could use that for mannequin. Should I use that for mannequin is the question. Flat human. I'm flat. And I'm human. Oh, here we go. This one also does attack. Oh, this one's more, though. Oh, I see. There's an icon. The icon says attack. Okay, physical damage, ew. Attack. Okay, so the big one is this one. This one is stamina. This is stamina food. Increase all party members' defense. Oh, what's this one? It increases all party members' crit rate by 10 to 20% for 300 seconds. Okay. This is just crit rate stuff. What's this one? Restore max HP and additional HP during character. Defense. What's this one? Revives. Okay, that revives. Okay. Healing. This one is defense as well. Oh, it's a crab stew. It's a seafood soup. The seafood soup. I really want to make this Adeptus Temptation. Where do I get this stuff? Process? I gotta process that shit, damn. Ham. And shrimp. Sold at General Goods Shop in Leeway, Inazuma, and Sumeru. I go back. It's not taking me there, damn it. I have to fucking go there manually. Goddamn. I don't want to go there manually. What the fuck? And buy all your shrimp. You're the reason why we have to have a limit for buying shit. It's like, shut up. Oh, Zhao Lantern. Garp. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, looks like Zhangli has...
Hey,
What?
are you two looking for your friend?
Is Zhangli up?
No, but that young lady who was dressed up as the White Horse Adeptus the other day is. She's your friend, right? I just saw her head toward one mean restaurant.
Oh, I can't play Warframe on the highest graphics, but I can play on medium.
On her heels.
Oh, what luck! We were just on our way to find her. But what's she doing at One Min Restaurant?
Oh, nice. She got the catch call on to 90. That's good.
I said hello, but she completely ignored me. She couldn't have forgotten who I am, right? I mean, we're kindred spirits, aren't we?
Maybe she's still half asleep, but her brain might be a little fuzzy.
For Yangling, hell yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. I was wondering why her eyes were so red.
Her eyes were red? Oh, that doesn't sound good.
You young people, staying up all night because you think you're invincible. Look at your friend. Missing out on sleep so she can pretend to be the White Horse Adeptus. That's where that leaves you, you know. A word to your friend from someone who's older and wiser. She really needs some rest.
Paimon won't be so certain about the older and wiser part.
Yeah, what was that? Hurry along, then. Oh, and don't forget to come back and check out my Rex Lapis cosplay when you're done.
Rex Lapis cosplay proceeds to dress as Zhongli. It's like, how did you know? I didn't know so. Like, what? I gotta go find the fucking general goods store. God damn it. Okay, where... General goods store is... Oh yeah, isn't there like a... Isn't there stores at the pier too? There's like several stores that have like things. It's not just a general goods store. Is this the general goods? No, this is not the general goods store. God damn it, game. Okay. Remember correctly, they are at the pier. You should do the lantern right stuff. I'm like, no. I actually was gonna farm last night, but last night was not the greatest time to be farming because I had a stream today, and I was like, fuck, I have a stream today. Actually, I just remembered I have to be doing stuff right now. I mean, I should be doing stuff, but I'm like, I guess it's not laziness, it's more like I just don't feel like it. Well, it's more that I'm in the middle of, like, discovering food buffs. I think that's, like, the best way to say it, because that is what's happening. Jade Mystery... Maybe I passed them. Like, there's several... Oh, here we go. There's you. Hello, sir. Alright, general... Oh, here we go. Shrimp. Oh, I can get like 100 shrimp. Hell yeah. Give me them shrimp. And then... I need ham. Ham? I don't know if I want ham, but I'm getting ham nonetheless. I need to go... Oh, I should do the White Horse Adeptus stuff, but I also don't wanna because I don't want her. Well, her story is interesting. That's cool. But at least for me, I think the story is over. There's probably somebody who might be upset about that. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do her story right now. Actually, I need to... I have so many things on my mind that need to be done. Those exclamation marks? No. No, I got so many exclamation marks, Keith. Look. Look at them all. Oh, I can do the thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why, but today I thought you were streaming Warframe.
No. The regular schedule is interesting. I need ham. I also got 100 shrimp, so I don't need any more shrimp. But I need to make ham. I need to craft something. I'm so distracted by so many things I gotta do. That's the cool thing about this game, is that it has so much shit that you have to do, that even though it's like, oh, there's a lot of stuff that like there's a lot of stuff that are in the game that has like limits. There is so much shit that you can do that's like not farming, and it's just like, holy shit, there's so much shit to do. Lemon, what is this? Oh, reward.
Holy shit, that's a lot of shit.
Ooh, I just got a reward. Solo exploration progress was 40%. Hell yeah. Let's see. Any more exclamation points? There is one. Who is this? What do you have an exclamation point? What do you want? What does the main character want? Oh, I see. I have a new... That's what it is.
Where is...
I was about to say, like, bitch, what do you want? What does she want from me? But it's fine. There's so many voiceovers.
Prime Blade, but I also want full Prime systems.
I like how the game kind of sort of has like a lot of like... There's a lot of like things that the Traveler kind of sort of talks about that fill in a lot of the things. About 100 things you never knew about Varka. What the fuck? Northern Intelligence Network codenames, Northern Intelligence Network heroes, about strange technology. And Aurelia? What the fuck? Oh, Alice. It's Alice stuff. I know's inventions. Inefa's off switch. What? Oh, Varga's so bad? Yeah.
Why must thou fucking hate me? What was it?
Who the fuck is Nuvi? And better yet, is Nuvi a chick? That's... That probably sounds like really bad. They don't. I just straight up just say it. But like, is chick Nuvi? I is interested. It sounds like a chick. Might not be though. It's like, have you seen my teams? And I also like how Keith basically was able to build me a team knowing exactly what my brain was gonna think about if one thing specifically. It's like, do you want a guy? It's like, no. He didn't have to ask me that. He just said, oh, fuck it. Not happening. Yeah. Anyway, what was I doing? I was doing something really specific last night. Was it fucking Ino?
I think it was, I know.
I think it was Ino. Oh yeah, Keith, look at the thing I did. I want to show you the thing I did. Noelle is level 90. Noelle is level 90 now. And then you got Vincent, who just has not been touched, like, ever. Vincent doesn't even have, like, a weapon that I give him. Like, I gave him this because it's, like, holding it for the other mannequin. But, like, he doesn't even, like, do anything. He's never even touched an enemy yet. That's how you know I'm not interested in him.
You're so sexist, you are.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, you know, I was actually thinking of is... So I was actually thinking about something very similar to that, where it's like a lot of people like the more grounded, like, games that are, like, more, like, they want to have like a basic dude guy as the main character. Is kind of sort of like what a lot of people like to do, right? And it's kind of sort of a thing that a lot of people have as, like, it's the reason why basic dude guy is, like, so popular as a kind of concept. It's because basic dude guy is what you imagine when you think of this is a hero, right? My weird thing is, like, I've thought about, like, the kind of characters that I like to have. The fuck? Anyway, there's a lot of characters that I like to have that are more, like, feminine. But, like, there's a lot of things that were, like, that isn't necessarily, like, the popular thing. And, basic dude guy is, like, more popular, right? But, I always found, like, it interesting how one of the big reasons why I don't really play that much games is because, like, it doesn't have, like, custom characters. And if it does, usually it's, like, not up to snuff with what I want. And it's like, oh, but you play Destiny, and Destiny has, like, a bunch of, like, very impractical outfits. I'm like, yeah, but have you seen my Warlock? My Warlock was, like, super, super plain and simple. My Warlock just basically looked like a bitch in a dress, right? But that's what I usually do with, like, the custom character stuff. Like, you want... Actually, I'll probably show, like, the audience, like, something very specific. Like this... Let me see if I can find it. You want to know, like, what is my favorite outfit of all of these outfits? And people would be, like, very surprised about, like, which one it is. It's fucking this one. And people are like, that looks so fucking plain and, like, NPC-like. And over here, like, I unironically am someone who not only dresses like an NPC in real life, but I don't want to be the hero. Does that make any sense? I don't want to have a hero's journey. I want to live somewhere in another world. Just existing, right? Like, unironically, that's the kind of fantasy I have as, like, a thing that I do. And that's very unpopular with, like, most people, because they all want to be either the hero or they want to be the villain, right? And I'm like, I don't think I can kind of sort of like do that, you know? I don't think I could be the hero. I don't think I could be like the villain. And it's weird. The weird reason is because they're too important. I actually unironically do not like being important. Which is probably weird as hell for a lot of people, because a lot of people like to be like as important as possible, right? But like my thing is like that's not a me thing, you know? I've never been someone who was obsessed with being important. Like sure, I would like to have someone like appreciate what I do for them. But it's never really been about, like, me being important to them. It's just been me, like, can I do things for them that makes them happy? Yeah, I can make things, that do things to people that makes them happy. But so can an NPC. I'm like the most NPC energy of, like, any streamer you will ever come across. Because I've never really been someone who's wanted the limelight, you know? Now I got rid of the clipping, hell yeah. But, that's the one thing, that's the kind of fantasy that a lot of people don't really like, is they want to be, like, the main character. And I get it, being the main character is awesome. But unironically, that just isn't really for me. But unironically, the corset kind of sort of looks very comfy and really nice. I've worn something similar to a corset, and it feels pretty good on my waist. And then you got the dress that literally is just a little comfortable, like, flowy, breathy dress, and it doesn't look too tight, which is nice. And you know, you can let the tits breathe. You know, they're like not being squished. It looks very comfortable. Very practical. But one thing I've always noticed about NPCs is they're always using very practical, very comfortable clothing. And it's like, I would love to be in comfortable, practical clothing constantly, you know? I think with I was actually considering like getting that one game, what's it called? Code Vein. I really do like Code Vein from what I've seen. So I'm gonna grab it next month if I remember. But I'll probably have to be reminded again. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna get with the $100 after my sister gives it to me. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with it. I'm probably gonna just get food, but I'm gonna get food at a different place than I usually do. I forgot to brush my teeth today. I'm probably gonna do that during the break. But, yeah. Where's my pity? Because I'm looking at my pity not because I want Zabai, but it would be cool to have Zabai. But, I kind of sort of want to know, like, what it is. I got 30 pity, it looks like. I got exactly 30 pity. So, I would like to... that could probably be what I do. Actually, you know what? How many days are left in the banner? I hope it's gonna be available. Oh, no. Oh, no. The banner is gonna be over this month. So I'm probably gonna miss out on Ino. And, oh, but I don't want Ino. I want the sword. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. How much do I have for the sword? Okay, I have 40 pity for the sword. Oh, I don't know if I want to give them more money. Well, I have a ride and I have food stamps, and I'm supposed to be doing food stamps anyway. But then again, I also need toiletries too. Like toilet paper. We're out of toilet paper. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see if I could like get toilet paper, and then I'll see if I can afford some gaming stuff. Oh shit! I forgot. I was supposed to use that money to get my girlfriend Vauban Prime. Not Vauban Prime, but Vauban Heirloom skin. Hello, Eagle. How's it going? Are you here to witness the NPC energy?
Cost 25 for the full bundle.
Yeah. And the one thing is, though, I wanted to get it with platinum, I think, so I could send it to her. Then again, if it only cost me 20 bucks, actually, what I could probably do is just sell something.
It's 25 bucks on its own, but with plat, it's 400. So you would have to spend $50 since the $20 platinum bundle is 20, or that gives 370.
Yeah, but I have 100 platinum on me actually. And so I sold a Ureti Prime to somebody for 100 plat.
For 100?
Yeah, it was a friend of mine. It was a fast food. I haven't talked to fast food specifically, but I know he watches sometimes, but he's like usually lurking. You guys, news? Hello. Yeah, not hello, but yeah. What's the news? I already said hello to Eagle. You have a new apartment? Hell yeah. Is it closer to where? Is it closer to? Is it closer to where you work and more stuff? That would be cool. Oh, it'd be really cool if it was an apartment that had a shopping center underneath it. Those are really cool apartments.
Those are awesome as hell.
Then you never need to leave home for jack shit. That's down the street from where I live.
You can just go downstairs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's that?
Spell full prime.
There's a butt. There's a butt.
Wrong. There's a butt in my face. Butt face.
It's 2 bedrooms instead of 1 I'm currently in. Ah, okay. Oh. It's good butt. Oh, it's a good butt. Oh yeah, it's a good butt. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Fuck! I really want Zabai's weapon. But I also want... I mean, I don't know. Ever finally have your own room? Hell yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna wail for the sword. Oh! You know what I've been waiting for Warframe? That's actually what I've been waiting for is... Yeah, after I don't know how many years I have lived in the living room. You lived in the living room? That sucks.
Barrow Key Tier is not here.
Barrow Key Tier.
God damn it, Barrow. When will you fucking be here?
I remember at some point I had a Harry Potter closet. And it wasn't like a cool Harry Potter closet where it's like you could walk in it. It was like one of those lame... It's actually like a sad one. It's more like a coffin, actually.
I know the one you're talking about because I had one for the longest time.
I had a mattress in it and like a small like miniature TV. I think it was black and white too. And my phone. And like I in order to get privacy, I would kind of sort of have to just like block the door. But it's kind of like more of a hatch, actually. Like that, but the thing is, like, it was still pretty cool. I liked it. It was comfortable.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Also,
Yeah.
I will say, relating to the Fubon heirloom, if you do buy it for Mooney, you are getting 425 plat with it.
Yeah. I think I don't want it though. I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't fucking gift it if you buy it with money. Oh, that...
Yeah. Yeah, you can't gift it if you buy it with money.
That's dumb.
I mean, I could possibly send. So we exchanged something for it, but she wanted to earn it, so I decided you can purchase it with something that's worth $10 each, and so yeah. You give me your card? Yeah, I could possibly do that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could probably send. I could also probably send her like a Xbox Xbox gift card, because she plays on Xbox, I think. And send her the code. One thing is though, I would have to ask her like, hey, do you have a ticket, right? Either that or she can send you her login info. That could work as well, yeah.
No, because we tried that and you weren't able to, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you had to send me a gift card.
Yeah.
So I could get it.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Because I think they removed that after I used that with somebody earlier.
Yeah.
So I think they removed the ability to purchase things on somebody else's account, because you can only have one account information on there at a time.
Yep. At least on Steam.
Yeah, at least on Steam. It stops people from like buying things on somebody else's account.
Yeah.
Which I guess I get, but it still sucks. I wanna fucking...
It does still suck.
I wanna fucking, like,
it
crown...
does make sense.
Yeah. I wish I could crown the mannequin stuff. But you could just log out, even on Steam. Yeah, but the thing is, like, we tried that.
Yeah, we tried that on... I think we tried that on mine, didn't we?
Yeah, we tried it on yours. I'm not entirely sure what we'd have to do to do it. Yeah. I think convenience is probably what it is. I do that on my girlfriend's account. Really? Okay. That's interesting.
Well, we aren't able to do it.
Yeah, we weren't able to do it for some reason.
Yeah.
We probably check it out later.
Yeah. I'm gonna find a whip that I like.
What's
I
the
want to
whip?
get the... What's my name?
Yeah, auto login or something? Yeah, we have an auto login. Not auto login. I forgot what it is. Okay, so I'm not sure what it is actually.
I'm not sure either.
Oh, my sword isn't leveled up all the way. What the fuck?
I have something I need to level, cause it isn't mastered.
Mastered? Oh no. Mastered bastard.
Mastered, yes. Whipping.
I need to see. I want to know my mannequin's crit chance. Hold on. So, what the fuck? Her fucking crit chance is 39%? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Hold on, where's her hat? What is her hat? Her hat is the crit... Oh, okay. Her hat is a fucking crit damage hat. Oh, here's my crit rate hat. Where did I get this? Why was this not? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Let me... There we go.
I forgot I had
What the fuck?
Adirax. I don't know how to pronounce it.
There we go.
Okay, why does my chat box keep on moving to the fucking top right? I want you to stay at the bottom left.
It's like...
Gena, boyfriend's fighting me.
Oh no.
Yeah, the little chat box thingy. You know how you can move it?
Yeah.
It keeps on moving itself right at the top right of my screen instead of the bottom left where I want it.
Also, I just realized, and it's really interesting, that
mission.
I just rolled into crit damage and critical elements, which is the two things that I'm looking for. And I didn't roll into anything else. You know, I know a burner war from account, so I try to log in to check. I don't know. Oh, I don't have one, no. Crit rate. Motherfucking what's up? Ah! Anyway, I got my sword. My sword be sorting. Look at my sword. My sword is so cool. Like, why is your sword so cool? I don't have a cool sword. It's like, fuck you, get your own sword. He's like, no, I want your sword. No. I was gonna farm today, but my dumbass has not been doing any of that. Okay. I need to fuck up Knuckle Duckle, I think. I think I need to knuckle the duckle.
Damn, I got fucked in the ass.
Yeah, I've been jumping. Yeah, I've been jumping, like, all over the place. Why is her sword? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Zilonin, I'm gonna go fuck up Knuckle Duckle. That's what I'm gonna do. So she needs Knuckle Duckle. So bring go fuck up Knuckle Duckle. Knuckle Duckle is a duckle of knuckles. And he will knuckle your duckle. Because he's Knuckle Duckle. Alright. Hello, sir. I have come to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. What say you?
Joke's on you, Moa. I have the poor
Oh, I
man's
know I have
puncture
something to
rated.
say. Yeah, fuckle the duckle? Yeah. Fuckle the
Hey,
duckle
the
with a
duckle
pair of
knuckle.
knuckles. Hell yeah.
And the fact that the backflip to get up speed.
Oops, I did the wrong thing. Alright. He makes cartoon noises. That's cool. Damn, Zalona, you're getting your ass beat. Holy fuck! So many numbers! Fuck your minions!
gotta mean it, I guess. If I want to hit them high notes, yo.
Yay! I got the Knuckle Taco. I got 3 Knuckle Duckle pieces. Alright. And I'm gonna watch him like up here. There we go. Knuckle Duckle has been knuckled. Okay, do I have enough? I do have enough. Hell yeah. Is there a thingy? Krumkake. Is that who the fuck? Was that some wait. Oh, it's her! What the fuck? What is she doing here? I was not expecting her to be here. What the fuck?
Oh, I have corrosive protection.
Yeah. Beyond, oh, yeah, your projection is so corrosive. Anyway.
You really in there? I don't care, Samaris.
That's sympathy. Oh yeah.
You are going to die like the rest of the Cephal.
No.
We will go on without you. Anyway, I have the Atherex. The Atherex. I think that's how you pronounce it. That weapon, I have that maxed out now. Didn't realize I had a whip. A weapon they name.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I did the wrong one. Hell fucking yeah. Anyway.
Awesome.
What can I say?
Absolute buffoon.
Yeah. There we go. Oh shit! I know any Nephra just appeared out of nowhere. They appeared out of nowhere while I was crafting and sandwiched me between the crafting bench and themselves. I'm not sure how I should feel about this.
You know, I'm not sure either.
Oh, they actually legitimately sandwiched me in here. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. I managed to get back out. I know, in Nephra's fat ass, I had to just, like, grab it and push it. And it's like, fuck. And Nephra was like, oh. And it's like, oh, okay. Just a wee bit rough with the robot waifu. Don't worry about it.
It's a robot, you'll be fine.
No. Ow, fuck!
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Ooh, excuse me.
Ow. Broken drive shaft. Oh no. Oh shit, here we go.
Broken drive
They
shaft.
gave us a pleasant surprise.
I just got a fancy chair.
Nice. Of course I need filter on for the fucking zero.
What the fuck is that? Right.
Holy shit, yeah, this weapon kinda... It's iffy. Does not have good crit rate. I know those a heavy believer two-handed of 200.
Bring it.
Oh shit! I pissed him off. Ow.
Save yourself. Intel. Send.
I'll just look up.
He said intel sent. Last thing he did was send intel about me. Oh no. He said my search history. Wait, my search history is a badge of honor. Never mind. I'm good. It's like, what is my final words? Reveal my search history.
Oh, dude, okay. I wasn't expecting you to say that.
It's like, reveal my search history.
Jarvis, show my search history.
Yeah. Terrible.
Does shock collar sell for a lot of plat, I wonder?
Shock dollars? Oh yeah, that's a Warframe thing.
My fucking plat!
This robot is shooting the shit out of me, and I don't appreciate it. He's a bad robot. Motherfucker. Ah! Ah! Okay. Boom, boom. Haha!
With the damn full tag strike.
Is it a riot bot? Because it's trying to spray me with water. I guess I am technically doing a riot right now. Because I have 4 people coming in here destroying shit. We are looting a fucking establishment, like fucking Antifa. Anyway.
Don't look at charged bullets. Also 5 plat.
Can I fight you? I cannot fight you. Why can't I fight you? I want to fight you. Oh, there's a music disc over here. Pineapple! Anyway.
Pineapples. No.
Oh, yeah! You remember when I was talking about that Katia mannequin character that was like a Elder Scrolls, like, fan character that was like in an interactive like story where the comments on the story would like change what happens. So you want to know like one of the weird things with her is apparently she mentions a trick that she can do with a pineapple and a yo-yo string, and it's really interesting. Apparently there's speculation on what that trick can be. But most people are kind of sort of like, oh, she kind of sort of just does a handstand and like just pops it in a slot. I'm over here like, that is an interesting thing. That is very interesting.
Well, I'm gonna go mod out of Warframe because I have less than 250 megabytes.
Yeah.
Speed left. Lovely. Close that. Close Warframe market. Stop.
Actually, I don't think she's ever like. I don't think she's ever like. Said what it is. It's not a. It's not a adult comic, so it's like there's a lot. They don't really say what exactly the trick is, but it is implied that is exactly what the yo-yo trick is. Cause like,
shove it up the
yeah, she like,
asshole.
yeah, it's like a, what is that thing called? You know that little hammer with the spike on it, and you have a ball with a hole in it? It's like that, but like the opposite.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and apparently her tail is strong enough to throw a pineapple, which is like, that's a strong tail. Even like a lion can't do that. So she's definitely like stronger than like most lions. So that's cool. But that I remember like what like Liz reading that comic
are stronger than lions.
Yeah, but like I was watching. I was actually reading that a long time ago, and I think I had stopped at some point because I found other things to do. But it's still one of those things where it's like, oh, that sticks with me a little bit, you know. Because weirdly enough, it actually was a pretty good like story that has actually, you know, like some like most stories that actually like tend to be really good, tend to shape your way of like making stories yourself. It kind of sort of was also that way for me, where it was like the character basically was like super like unfortunate, and they always had this thing where just like I say, like her family was the one that was capable of hurting her the most. And she had this thing that she couldn't control and couldn't deal with properly. That actually made it to where, like, it wasn't impossible to deal with. It was more like, dealing with it really wasn't a thing that was, entirely the most viable option, you know? Because, like, it was something that really was kind of harmful to her. Oh, what's this?
Honey, Jesus. I'm trying. It's. I'm gonna pop out here for a little while.
Okay.
See what my mom's up to. And she. I may be back.
I just opened your stream and never realized how pixelated it is. Yeah. Well, it's it's actually the game itself. I kind of sort of did that on purpose, so it would be easier for my computer to display things while also streaming. But it also is like I prefer the pixelation. If that makes any sense. I don't know. I guess I like weird shit, but I prefer the pixelation in Genshin a little bit because it makes it feel like I don't know. It's an aesthetic I like because I don't really have a reason for it. If that makes any sense. But I unironically just like the pixelated art style. Why am I so fucking sideways? Anyway, yeah, I've always had this thing where, like, I've liked weird shit. And nothing, I think it's a very good, like, display of, like, this specifically. Because everybody is so obsessed with, like, high pixels and high frame rate. I'm over here like 30 FPS, pixelated Genshin. The shadows are on the lowest it can be, you know? It's basically just like almost retro style look. But it's like my favorite thing. But yeah, basically it is just basically it's the game more than anything.
What are we? Take too long.
I don't think I don't know. I don't think it like affect. Well, actually, it probably does affect like a lot more things than I think it does. Cause like the fact that I like stream is kind of so tied to like it a little bit, where it's like people would be all like, "Oh, the stream looks really pixelated, so I don't think I want to watch it." Cause like a lot of people will say art style is really important, but they're the same people who are gonna say like. If I don't, yeah. They're the same people who usually say like, oh, Pokemon looks really bad because it doesn't have really high graphics. I'm over here like, are you gonna like make up your mind like at some point? Or are you just gonna like say like a bunch of different like opinions that are like what just to complain about things, right? Cause I understand like saying, oh, Pokemon looks awful, but like it's the fact that it's the same people who will say, oh, like it's 2020, 2026. Why the fuck does Pokemon look like a PSP game? I want to hear like, I think like you would have to like choose between the two. I think is like my thing. Cause like you can be someone who doesn't like it when it's like cartoony graphics and when it's like art style is important, but you would also have to like choose between like that and like being a graphics person, you know? And it's like, oh, but like, it also doesn't perform well. Like, yeah, it definitely doesn't perform well, but I don't think the visuals are like anything to do with that, you know? That's my big take on like graphics in general. I think that's what I would usually say about like graphics is like how people will complain about stupid shit. Well, not even complain about stupid shit. It's more like the hypocriticalness of it, where it's like that's what it is. It's fine to like graphics above art style and art style above graphics, but you kind of sort of can't play both sides just because you hate a company. Because it's like, there's a lot of people who will say it's graphics are not important, but they'll be the first ones to say like a game doesn't have enough graphics. They're very, very first ones to say that, you know? Like, do you want the realistic graphics? Or do you want a fantastic art style? Like, you can't necessarily have both, you know? But that's basically my hot take on it. It's probably the hottest take. Not the hottest take, but one of the hotter takes I have. Because a lot of people kind of sort of have this thing where they just can't decide. I'm just like, well, you're gonna have to decide sometime, you know? Because eventually, from being indecisive enough for too long, eventually people are going to start noticing that the arguments people have about, like, whether or not either of those things matter are set in, like, not really in, like, actual, it doesn't really have as much value as people say it does, you know? Lunar Eclipse, Dream Solvent. Dream Solvent. Can I use Dream Solvent? I was doing our streaming for about 5 hours. 4.5 hours, basically. You head out for a bit. Okay, I'll see you later. Also get some ice cream. Okay. That sounds good. Yeah, don't share. You don't have to share. I say sharing is dumb. But that's just the autism speaking. But I do stick to it. I unironically think sharing is dumb. Okay, I think it actually kind of sort of I can kind of sort of like talk about that when it comes to like the sharing is dumb thing. It's a thing I straight up like unironically believe because people would always say sharing is caring, but we feel like, for one, like I don't think it really is like something. People use that as an excuse to take things from people that is theirs, right? Sharing is caring. Oh, sharing is caring. Like, My thing is like, if something is mine, and I kind of sort of think I should be making the rules on how it is used, because it's my thing. But like, you always have people who wouldn't like fuck with it, and it's like, I don't want you to fuck with it. And the only issue is the sharing is caring thing. Is like, first of all, I do care, and second of all, I have this thing where like, it's mine, and I should have the ability to keep my I'll just say it. I want to keep my property safe from like people who want to fuck with it. You know, it's mine. I shouldn't have to share with you. You know, it's like saying, here's a good example. I'll say it like this. Imagine if you had like something really, really important to you, right? Imagine it was like a stuffed animal, but this stuffed animal was given to you by somebody who was really important to you, but you can't see again for some reason, right? That is your stuffed animal given to you by someone who's really important to you that you will never see again. It's your memories of that person. Then some fucking kid comes along and says, share? It's like, no! This is an important fucking toy. And it's like somebody comes along and says, oh, you gotta share. Fucking, next thing you know, it's got marks on it, or it's got a missing foot, or it's dirty. And it's like, dude, like the person that I care for that I can no longer see again gave me this. And this fuck ass little shit destroyed it, which basically tarnishes the memory of that person because, you know, they promised, like, in your head, you're like, this is important to me, right? It could also, it also extends to things that just is something that you earned, right? Like, you went to the store, you grabbed this with money that you got with, like, by like, working really hard, right? Now, we'll just use the stuffed animal again, but, like, you got a stuffed animal, right, with money that you got from working really hard. Even if, like, you could say, like, in kid form, like if you're a kid, you know, and stuff. You mowed lawns like back in the 90s, and you got this fucking stuffed animal, and these fuck ass people are like, share with your brothers and shit. And I'm here like, you didn't fucking earn this stuffed animal. This is my stuffed animal, right? Which is valid. It's your stuffed animal. You shouldn't have to share that shit. It's not their stuffed animal. They didn't earn that. Why should someone who didn't put in the effort to get this, or who isn't in ownership of this, be able to play with it? You know? That probably sounds like really mean when it comes to like how a lot of people perceive like sharing like stuff, but it's like you gotta have some sort of like sanctity, I think it's called. I think sanctity is the word, where it's like this is something important to you. Why should you give it up to somebody who like who didn't like who it isn't the property of, you know? And that's my hot take on that. I know it was like brought up like in a weird way, but I've had like situations where people have told me to share, and that thing ended up getting broken or like dirty or like stained in some way that I'll never be able to stop it from. It's like, it's stuffed animal specifically, right? That's the one I always say is like the stuffed animal one. And that's also another thing of like food. Like food is really important to me, right? I may not have been someone who like went more than like maybe a day or two without eating, but food is so important to me because it brings me a lot of comfort. So I don't want to fucking share with people. And it's like a thing of like, I always say this: if I get you food, I love you, right? And I will rarely ever get anybody food. Because I have this thing where like there's only a few people I actually love, right? A few people who deserve my food, right? Because my food. I'll give it to mom. I'll give it to my brothers and sisters. I'll give them food. I'll give it to Mochi. But Keith, who is literally my best friend, I'm considering it, but to be completely honest, absolutely completely honest, he's a best friend. He's not someone I actually love, right? A best friend is not necessarily someone who like is someone that you have like a unbreakable, unshakable like bond with. So it's like, would I get him food? Probably not. You know, I like him, but I don't love him. You know, like maybe if there was something that he provided that was like unreplaceable, but like I don't like sharing food specifically because of how important it is to me, right? To a point where like even Keith wouldn't get like an order of McDonald's from me, right? I'm not buying that fucker McDonald's because he's a friend. He's a friend, not like someone I love, you know? Which, yeah, there's probably gonna be like some people who are like, oh, that's really mean. He's like already dumped a bunch of effort into it. Like, yeah, but we both kind of sort of earned that, you know? We both kind of sort of made sure that we both earned that. But like, for me, food is a sign of real love, right? So I'm not gonna share like more than like a single french fry. And the single french fry thing is actually because I'm forced to do it, right? And it's like, oh, but like those are your nephews. Yeah, but I don't love my nephews. I care for them, like I like them. Do I just straight up like feel like I'm gonna be sacrificing my money to give them food when I can give myself food? Probably fucking not. You know? But that's I guess that's probably as far as I'm gonna go with my rant about sharing. And I guess food in general, like putting in effort to somebody for like, whether or not you, it's basically a thing like that's my rant about like sharing, right? That's probably gonna put a lot of people off, but like, I don't want to share. It's mine, you know. It's probably like greed, but one thing I've learned is sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you gotta be a little bit like sin has always been like a thing that's like an excess thing. It's not about whether or not you do it, it's about whether or not you do it in excess. But in order to like protect your happiness, sometimes you do have to delve a little bit into like some things that aren't entirely the most positive, you know? Because you gotta sort of think about yourself a lot more than people think they have to. Because you don't want to sacrifice like the things that you care about for the happiness of like people that really are not somebody you should be sacrificing for, you know? Your happiness is the most important thing in the world because it's your world, right? I don't think you should be if you're told that sharing is caring, you aren't letting yourself be greedy, right? You're not letting yourself have the sanctity of this is my stuff, and so no one will take it from me, you know? I think that's kind of sort of like what it is if it's mine, I don't have to share. It's never something you really need to do, you know. And you shouldn't. You shouldn't be forced to do something like that, you know.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
I was gonna ask. I don't know what we're streaming today, or you're streaming today.
Oh, I am doing Genshin, and then Enfield.
Oh.
But
And
Enfield, which is the other gacha game. But I was just having a little bit of a rant about like sharing and how I don't think it's something that you should be forced to do.
No.
Because I don't know, it's something I felt really strongly about for like several like decades, because it's like I've had stuff be broken by people who quote unquote were sharing with me, and it's like, you broke my stuff, and it's like they didn't even like feel bad about it, right? They kind of sort of laughed about it, and we're here like, and you wonder why I don't want people to touch my shit, you know?
Exactly. I have a friend in another server that has a little brother. Number one. Number two, he's broken over $1,000 worth of stuff so far. So he's livid with his little brother. Like, if he gets out of the house, it's going to be safer for both of them. Because he literally wants to tell his mom either he gets a job and he pays me back for all this shit. He's even ruined a pair of shoes that were nice ones.
Yeah.
Like $300 fucking shoes, which I wouldn't do that personally, but nonetheless, he wanted to look nice. And his brother ruined them. So it's like, yeah, and it wasn't even sharing, he was just being a dick about it. But,
yeah.
But sharing is no different, really.
Yeah, it's like, I've always had this thing where I think I used the word sanctity, where it's like being able to see your property as like being safe, you know? And it's like, I don't think people should be told to sacrifice the sanctity of their property just because they're like, parents are teaching them to give stuff to somebody who didn't like, first off, it doesn't belong to, and it also isn't earned, you know?
Yes, those two things. Yes.
Like, it's mine. Yeah. Like, it's mine, and I bought it, or like, I use a stuffed animal as an example with two different things. Like, one is the stuffed animal like something that was given to you by somebody who was really important to you that you would never see again? That's important.
Yes.
Or if it's a stuffed animal that you literally decided that you wanted to, you know, work your job and like spend your time earning the money for, and you went and grabbed this, like, let's say like it's an expensive one, so like a $50 toy that's like a stuffed animal that's really soft and it's like it's the greatest thing ever, but like would you really? I don't think you should be sharing that with someone who, for one, didn't earn it, and who, for two, it doesn't belong to. I find that not only
everybody has the same values on importance as well.
Because like importance should be two different things. It's like, I sacrificed my time, or somebody gave this to me and I'll never see them again. You know, like a friend who like moves away, and what you do is you exchange toys. You know, imagine if that friend like contacted you after growing up and they said, "Did you keep the stuffed animal? Because I kept yours safe." And then you say, "Oh no, my brother got a hold of it and now it's missing a leg." That would be a devastating thing.
Mad.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I'd tell the whole fucking story and I'd be irritated but also sad.
Yeah. Which I know, like, it doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes friends from a long time ago can contact you again which happens sometimes, but not all the time. But
Yeah.
there's always like this thing of like, hey, you remember that stuffed animal I gave you? It's like, yeah, do you still have it? It's like, yeah, I do. It's in the closet. And literally 2 adults who are like hella adults, you know, responsibilities and accountability, are literally just bonding over this stuffed animal like back to when they were kids, you know? Yeah, time changes people, but memories are really important to those people.
Yes, they are.
And they're the reason people change, you know?
Yep.
And yeah.
Ugh.
It's
I
like
was doing a bit of fantasy life, and we were doing multiplayer with I was doing multiplayer with a friend and some randoms, and it went okay. The luck was kind of bad because you need certain currencies for a shop that's randomized for the inventory at the end of a mission, basically.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating when you don't get enough currency to actually buy said item that's actually in the shop when it's actually there. So I had to take a break again.
I have been basically running around talking story more than anything. I actually forgot what I wanted to do today. That's actually what ended up happening.
Oh. Yeah.
So I keep remembering after like spending some time like talking. Right now I think I'm getting books because I'm leveling up Ino, and I'm thinking I'd probably spend some resin on that too.
Yeah.
Probably not too much, but I kind of sort of just want books. Oh, I want ore. Actually, no, I got ore last night, which is why I'm not doing it now. But I also had this. I also like grabbed a bunch of ore last night. But actually, let me check. I want to check one of the spots and see like if it's been recovered.
Yeah.
Because I did it like last night before after reset. I don't think they'll recover that quickly.
No. Shouldn't, but who knows?
No, there is no other ores, so that's good to know. Tomorrow maybe I'll do some ore stuff. I did some story in the background. I really enjoyed it. I think I mentioned that before, but like
Which one?
The Welkin Moon.
I forget.
And I was like, oh, I think I would say Paimon wasn't annoying this time, which is nice.
Yeah.
I always say that is like it's true, because usually she's annoying because she usually isn't on topic, or she usually has like information like she's supposed to be a guide, but she doesn't do guide things, you know.
Yeah.
Like she always starts the story by saying, I'm the best tour guide in all of Tibet. I'm going to guide you. But like she spends most of the time like just saying unrelated shit. Not even like stuff. It's not even stuff that's like related to the topic, and that's what it is. It's like, yeah, she can have personal things, but when we're doing something, I think it's better if she had something to say that was on topic, you know, or like at least slightly related. Like if she has like a fear of something, and she's like, oh, I don't want to, I'm afraid of this because there might be something bad happening, that makes sense. But if it's more like, like she talks about food a lot, I'm over here like she does, it's fine if she talks about food, but if it's like, she goes off and like talks about food, but like while we're doing something instead of like as a reward for what we just did, it's a little bit off-putting.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I go and I play a different like game with a mascot who's a guide, and she is always on topic. Not only that, she actually like talks like a Like, she kind of sort of talks like a regular person, but she's a small thing, so she does have a squeaky voice. But it's like she talks like somebody who is got a purpose when she says something. But Paimon has this thing where sometimes she won't have a purpose for what she's saying. You know, doesn't mean that she always has to, but sometimes, like, you know, there's a time and place for everything. You know. I think that's what it is. She usually is just talking about food at the wrong time. I think it also doesn't help that the new voice actor sounds a lot better than the old voice actor, because the old voice actor was, it's forced squeakiness.
Cringe.
Yeah, it's like forced squeakiness instead of like just natural squeakiness, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
Rather than it being a small person, it's a small person who's making her voice squeakier than normal. Oh yeah, I wanted to do ley lines. That's what I was trying to do. Now I did Knuckle Duckle once and managed to level up I know. But now I need books. I kind of wish there was a way to get books that was faster, besides like missions, quests. I mean, but like, I think this is fine. I think something I heard that's actually really interesting is at world level 9, there isn't really that big of a change of like of things. But apparently in world level 9 there is a change in like what it was like something else that mattered. It was like a drop rates of material.
Drop rates of things like artifacts, materials, Mora from ley lines.
Yeah.
Once you're capped out on AR, you get more Mora.
Yeah.
Instead of adventure rank experience.
Oh, okay.
That's another thing. Yep. So I get, every time I do a ley line, instead of adventure rank, or I mean bosses, I get Mora for those.
Ah.
I think you get, which ones do you get adventure rank from? I don't even remember.
Adventure rank, you get from both of them, I think.
Yeah, well, you get Mora for everything, basically, that requires resin. I think.
That's cool.
Which is sometimes nice, but it still doesn't add up enough sometimes.
Yeah.
I might have to take a nap. Holy crud. I ate too much cheese.
Cheese!
Yeah.
I found out...
I'm gonna take a nap, Gena.
Yeah. I found out what dish I want to make. Because I've been wanting to make food buffs, and I found out one that I could probably use. It was the Adeptus something. I forgot what it was like. Adeptus
Temptation.
Delight? Yeah, the Adeptus Temptation.
Yep.
And that would be really good
I'm
for
gonna go
mannequin.
take a nap.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Sorry.
Goodbye.
See you later.
A new moon rises. Go claw!
I am going to puke on you. I got the fucking munchies, kinda. I wish I didn't have the munchies, but I have the munchies.
Yeah. Wait.
fucker. You are.
Surge, a moonlit night for all. Letting brave names echo. You on this? Look, the rainbow. Wayne.
You know, sometimes I miss Kick, but like, it's more of like when the positive things would happen. But like, there's a lot of like negative. Oh, no, a lot of negative things, and I think the negative things definitely outweigh the positive. Where it's like, yeah, I mean, I'll miss it sometimes, but like then I remember all the shit that happened. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not interested. And I don't think I will ever be interested anymore. Mostly because like it isn't necessarily about like it's a weird okay. It's a weird thing. I actually decided to like say it like this because there's somebody else who actually said it like this too. Kick is like the place you go when you were kicked from other platforms. And my thing is like, it may not happen all the time. Like definitely like not all the time. But in most times, getting kicked from a platform is understandable. Because you look at the people who tend to do kick streaming, they tend to be people who are just like, it's like, you know the rating thing? The reason my thing was rated was apparently because they thought I was trans. And it's just like, okay, but like, why the fuck is this a thing? Why do you wanna go to someone's Discord and like cause massive issues just because they're trans? That's fucked up. And it's like, that's the entire community of like Kick too. It's like they kind of sort of think that like they can just do whatever they want. It's the Wild West of like streaming, but like people think that's great. No, it isn't great. There's a reason why laws exist. The wild, lawless West. There's a reason why people had to ring that place in. Like, sometimes it's like, yes, freedom is really cool and stuff, but like, sometimes it's just like, there's some people that need to be ringed in, right? Some people need to like, just fucking behave, right? And that's kind of sort of how I feel about Kick. It's like, they're very like misbehaving. And I think that's like probably like not the most appropriate way to say it, but it's like the way that I've chosen to say it, if that makes any sense. And it's like, I know it's like not something that everyone like. You shouldn't like try to make everyone feel safe. Like that shit is not something you can actually realistically do. But like constantly having it to where there's no regulations at all, people unironically think that's great. And I'm over here like, No. Like, it sounds great because freedom is cool, but one of the things I noticed about people who are super into, like, hey, they're stopping me from doing what I'm doing, they're usually doing something really fucked up. Right? And it's like, I understand, like, not everybody's like that. Sometimes it's, like, stuff that really isn't fair, right? Sometimes that is the thing. But, like, in most cases, it's somebody who just wants to be harmful. And it's like, wow, this is what happens when you have no regulations. You get kicked. And like I said, I do miss kicks sometimes, but, like, that place just had no fucking regulations. And I'm just like I said, it's like sometimes regulations are necessary, right? Especially in a situation like Kick, where it's like entire like subsect of the community, or the possible community, they actually like don't do stuff like that anymore. Like the VTuber, like the femboy VTuber and like the trans VTuber, like also the trans people in general, like anybody who says they are, just keep fucking getting raided. And I saw like a comment on a video that was really, really like disturbing, where it's like apparently somebody got raided like every week for like several months, every day for like several weeks is when it was, and they weren't able to like handle the regulations. So they legitimately, someone ended up getting it way worse than me. And over here, like, see, this is the shit I'm talking about, you know? Where it's like someone who literally just isn't, someone who literally has like an entire community of people like raiding their discords because they're like, oh, you're like somebody we don't like, so I want you to like have like issues. And it's also like with me, I've never, like, people mistake me for being trans, but I've never really like claimed to be that. It's never been like something that I have claimed. So it's like it's not even like an accurate like distinction of like who I am as a person. And it's like people are just like essentially attack me on the internet on my place of like place of community just because like of something that really isn't even accurate, right? And it's like that's not cool, dude. Like, people think it's cool because, you know, people are always gonna be agreeing with villains, but like it really isn't as cool as like people think it is to be like lawless, you know? I think yeah, that's like my big thing about rules and regulations, that unlike what like most people say, a lot of the time it is absolutely necessary to regulate people. And I know it's like something that a lot of people don't like hearing, and I get it. Like, you don't want to have like people tell you what to do. But like, I always say straight up that like rules and regulations are there to stop people from like fucking with each other or like hurting each other. So having like a situation where there's absolutely no rules is just not gonna work, you know? There we go. I got it. Oh, I got 2, damn. Oh, it's actually, so it's an argument that people have used in the opposite like way a lot. But the argument I can definitely use for that a lot of people won't agree with, but like when it comes down to it, it kind of sort of is accurate. We live in a society, and the thing about living in a society is that you have this thing where if you in a society, animals belong either in a cage or on a plate. So if you're going to be acting like an animal, you kind of sort of need to be treated like an animal, right? Because animals have things that have to happen in a society, right? A society is not necessarily a place where animals can just run free. So you have this thing where, like, Kick is basically like that. Where it's like, Kick is basically just, we are going to run around, be animals, be extremely, extremely, like, detrimental to, like, a lot of people, right? And we're gonna have a fun time doing it, you know? And that's kind of the thing about Kick is, like, that's the community they have. Like, that's the kind of community they cultivate. And people love it, but it's like, yeah. it's not entirely like a thing that I actually like appreciate, you know? Hi, Eagle. But again, like, people love, like, a lawless, like, kind of society. Or the idea of a lawless society. But, like, what happens when it actually, like, happens? You usually have a lot of the same exact people fucking complaining about it. And it's like, yeah, see, like, you're over here saying you want to have no rules and regulations, yet you're the first motherfucker to do that. The Purge all over again. That's what it is. It's like, the people who want the Purge were the people who were the most angry that the most sad to lose somebody, right? That's like a good example, right? Where it's like people that's basically what well, I'm talking about Kick. I forgot to mention that since you just got here. But like Kick, I do miss Kick sometimes, but like I'm under no illusion that it was a good platform. It was like very, very like not good, you know? And it's very tied to the fact that it is like the Wild West of the streaming scene. Well, I don't like that thing, you know? Because having rules and regulations is what keeps people from tearing each other apart. Yes, exactly. Like you've had a really bad experience with that too. It's like the problem is that as someone who's like really, really like empathetic and like I guess like caring, I still feel extremely bad for that. You know, like even though it wasn't like directly, I feel like responsible for like the discomfort that was caused, but to my community, right? And like legitimately, like I do miss the amount of people who were there, but I just don't feel like it's worth going back, and I don't think I ever will, you know? It's not even that I don't think I ever will, I definitely just will not. I don't think I have the patience to like deal with the Kick community. Cause it's like I said earlier, it's like there needs to be a lot of people don't realize like the regulations are there for a reason, you know? If there were no regulations, people would tear each other apart, just like in Kick. The freedom is a good in idea, but like if you practice it right. Yeah, if we manage to raid proof our Discord, that's all we need, I'd say. Yeah. The one thing is though, even with the thing where I put a defense where it's like you have to wait 2 days to join as a member, people can still get through. It's only 2 days, right? What's stopping like a lot of people coming and like doing that? Another thing we could probably do is maybe make it so you can't send video. Maybe that could help. I think that would be pretty interesting. But like the raid happened. I don't think you were there for that part, but like the raid happened because they thought I was trans. I'm over here like, if that's the kind of community that they have, I don't think I want to be involved, you know? Because when they raided when they raided my chat, there were like so many people in the Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, to the point where I know damn well there was at most 30 people, and at least like 12 or like 13, like 16 maybe, I think, of people just showing up and like looking at my reaction to like getting raided, you know? If we say that people can't send videos and gifts and links for like 2 weeks, it might be good. Might. Yeah. Yeah. I say legitimately though, even though I say I miss it, it's like, you know how I say like I also miss like Destiny 2. It's like a thing where like I associate it with something bad, so I probably don't want to ever associate it with myself ever again. You know, associate with it. That's if you ever want to give it another chance. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I don't think I will like ever give it another chance because that was horrible. And it's like, oh, but like it's just a raid. No, it's not just a raid. Because like I built my whole entire like was essentially a career, even though I don't make money off of it, off of making my people feel safe. And that safety is destroyed if somebody comes on and they see us struggling to handle a raid, and it's like, wow, I don't feel safe in Gena's Discord anymore, you know? Because my whole thing is like, I like making people feel comfortable and safe in my community because like, it's a thing that's really important for communities in general, you know? Where it's like, that's like what actually ends up attracting a lot of people. And it's also a thing that is like really important to a lot of people. Where it's like, even people who are like not good people will always say like, it is also important to them, where it's like the people that are not good will want to do their not good things in a community that understands their not good things, you know? It's like a thing where it's like even people who are not good people will say feeling safe is important when it comes to their lives, you know? Like, it's because that's kind of so like the point of like a community, right? And I don't want Kick to like take that from me again, you know? Because one of the things that I always say, like people would say, oh, like, is it that something like really bad is gonna happen? It's like, no, like feeling safe doesn't need to be like a safety thing, if that makes any sense. It's more of a feeling of like you're able to talk to people and not be judged or like harassed. Or like you're able to be a certain way and like that way isn't something that will bring you like discomfort or harm, you know? Mentally or physically. But having Kick as like a thing kind of sort of like took that away from my community, and I don't want that to happen again. Because I unironically have in fact built my community off of people feeling comfortable. Yeah, my outfits are a little bit outlandish, and I used to have like outfits that were like a little bit like, I guess like sketchy on whether or not it was appropriate. But the whole reason why I say like my t-shirt mentions mental illness is not because I want people to feel like like we're all crazy, but I want them to understand that it's okay to be crazy on my streams. If you want to hit on me, that's fine. Don't hit on each other, but I appreciate people hitting on me. If you want to talk about like a mental illness that you have and try to like connect with me about that, I will do that, right? It's all about legitimately like me helping people feel safe. That's like been my entire thing, you know? Let's see. Is this? Oh, this is ice. Okay, I need water. There we go. I think I leveled up Ino. Are you ready, Ino, to level up? Yeah, okay. Oh, I need Mora now? What the fuck? Wow, I'm out of Mora. Okay. But I think a lot of people will. I've actually heard this a lot. Is like people will say safety isn't a concern if it's not gonna bring you bodily harm. But there's also this thing of like safety isn't necessarily always a physical thing. Sometimes it's a thing where like you just don't want to get fucking harassed for doing something, right? I think that's the thing that a lot of people have as a misconception. It's like, I know like in reality, like nothing is actually gonna let straight up like happen, like realistically speaking. But like the fact that people will feel very uncomfortable when interacting with a community is like the thing that I'm worried about. It's not even like bodily harm is what I'm worried about. It never has been that. It's always instead been like, hey, are people gonna have like bad like experiences in my community? And I think that's like the thing that people forget. Is like I'm legitimately not necessarily talking about like, oh, will there be bodily harm to my community? But that's more of a that's more of like a legal thing, and I don't really deal with legal things. It's more like, you know, the whole thing of like, if you're gonna be sitting in my community and like just waiting for my updates, and of like my streams and stuff, my videos and stuff, like, and you just turn it on one day and it's like, wow, that's a guy getting cut up and it's a real life like actual person. I don't think I want to be in this server anymore. And it's like, yeah, I wouldn't blame you, you know? Because I wouldn't want that shit either. I actually don't want that shit, but it happened, so. I've been watching a lot of like news stuff that's been like talking about like people like doing things, and it's like the internet has kind of sort of been somewhat exploding a little bit. Oh my god, I actually meant to like mention something too. So this is actually really, really big, and I'm sorry I didn't mention it, but I need to like mention it at some point actually, like in the server. But if Discord is going to force me to do if they're gonna force me to do age verification, and stuff like that, I might. Well, it depends on like. It depends on like the outcome, right? And it depends on the other things that are also written there. But there is a decent chance that I might have to shut down the server. It's not a decent chance, but it's like it's a chance that is very like. But the chance is like is not high, but it's a realistic chance of like a small chance of it happening. But if there's like this thing where the results of that aren't favorable, you know, then I'm most likely going to shut down the server. There's a chance. No, there's a small chance. Sorry, there's a small chance I might shut down the server. Right? Ooh. But yeah. But there's a very, very small chance I might shut down the server. I'm still gonna be on Discord and stuff. I might have to, might just like be in other people's servers, I think. I have stuff like that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep you, Eagle, on the Discord, maybe. I don't think I want to like do that, but like I don't know if I'm gonna be like going through with it, because like I'm considering it, but that's why it's a small chance rather than a big chance. It's a realistic chance, like it's a real chance, but I don't know if it's gonna be something I need to do. I think so the age verification thing has always been a problem to me, because like it's your real information, and it would be fine if if it was a government thing, but it's not a government thing. It's a personal business thing, right? And the thing I've always had with personal businesses is they always have a fantastic, like, a fascinating, like, situation where they always get fucking hacked because they don't have enough defenses against it. So I'm pretty sure if my information gets out, where I'm gonna have a pretty big problem. Cause like, it's like my personal information, and one thing I learned is that it doesn't matter if you're on SSI or Section 8. The people who want to take your information are gonna take your information, and there's not shit you can do about it, right? And they're gonna use your information. It's like, oh, I'm on SSI. I don't make enough money for them to take my information. No, they're gonna take my information and they're gonna use it. They did it to my mom because she had her information out there. Well, they're gonna do it to me too, you know? Oh. Hmm. Huh. That was a... That was not what I expected to read today. uh. Okay. Hold on. Hmm. I like Aino's story. It's, It, it vibes with me a little bit, you know? I wonder if she has something like that. Let me, where's Inefa's story? I need to make a Inefa's story. I want to read this one, so. Hmm. Hmm. That's interesting. I need to, I would say, something really, I guess important to the stream is probably what the word is. I have a rule that I have to eat in between each, like, part of the stream. And I do have noodles and stuff, but one thing that's really weird with, like, being the way I am is I kind of sort of have to feel like eating it, which is something that I never really mentioned specifically. It's, like, not necessarily that I don't have food, it's the fact that my taste buds aren't craving it, or, like, my taste buds aren't, like, gonna want it, if that makes any sense. Not even craving it, but it's not that I don't, it's not that I don't have it, but I don't want anything that's in their fridge. So if I can't find anything that I want, you know, find something that I would like, feel like is something worth going in my mouth, you know, I probably might end the stream early just because of the thing where I'm supposed to be eating food, you know. So we'll see about that. I can probably do one more thing though, because my brain went. I don't know. The food question is currently a question that I'm having a hard time like dealing with in my head. Right? No. Okay. I also have this thing where I'm just like way too fucking tired. I know I ended the stream early last night because I was tired, but it's kind of sort of about to happen again, I'm not gonna lie. Yaduga. Cause I have an unfortunate situation where it's starting to look like a really good idea, you know? Let's see. Crit rate. Heal damage bonus. Attack. I should increase the attack. But this is base attack and this is... Okay, let's see. No consumables found. Okay. I kind of sort of want to try. I want to try a domain just for some fodder, actually, to be completely honest. And it's like, oh, but like, what if? Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, domain extension, yeah. I'm feeling like super, not EP, but like. I think it actually is EP. I feel like I've become EP again. I'm forcing myself to learn how to eat without ordering food, but that comes with minor consequences. Okay, let me see. I have 3 of them, so which domain for fodder should I do? And what I could probably do is go to a place where I could actually farm a set. So let me go. Let me think. Golden Troop, maybe? No, I should probably go here. Just because I haven't done this one solo yet. I guess that's about like me being tired and more about me like not entirely wanting to do something. I think that's probably what's more along the lines of. We'll do, I'm thinking one more is a good idea, and then I'll see about looking for something to eat. And I'm pretty sure that's what the problem is. I don't really know, though. It could just be that I don't feel like continuing, but it's more like a thing of like, I kind of sort of don't want that to be the answer, you know? Probably sounds a little bit cheesy, but that's kind of how I feel about it, is that I don't really think I want to have that be the answer. I just did 100,000 damage. But again, like I say, like my happy, like I say like, to everybody is like your happiness is like most important because you're your most important person, right? So I think I might want to end it early just because like I kind of sort of wore myself out a little bit. Plus I went to sleep like 3 o'clock in the morning, so that actually could be part of it. Because I know I don't get hangry more than I get just tired and hungry at the same time. And what usually fucks up my mood the most is being tired. So I probably just need a nap. Currently, Keith is doing other things in other servers. So what I should probably do is take this opportunity just to fucking relax, you know? I want to keep this one. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, hold on. Where's Ino? Ino, I have a better piece for you. This one is better. Oops. Fuck! It went into defense. Okay. Well, that sucks. Alright. I made my decision. Sorry, guys. I'm ending it early. I probably should have went to sleep earlier last night. I don't know why I was up all night, but I was up all night for some reason. I think I was talking to somebody. And I'm just like, probably should have went to sleep. I know it's bad when Keith went to sleep before me. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Oh, I'm not gonna end it here yet. I'll see you later. And wonderful, wonderful nightmares. I will see you in remember you're watching my content. I know you're into it. Honey, honey. I am legitimately gonna go take a nap. So I'll go do that. Bye-bye. Meow.